Like you'd be top tier. You'd be in this upper echelon of trading.
What's going on, everyone? Nux Trades here. Going to be going through the model that I've been trading and doing a weekly recap from October 16th through the end of that week. And we'll be going through the results, some of the plays that I took, and some of the winners, some of the losers, and I'll be giving you some examples. And I know I said that I'd have some content coming twice a week, but right now that's just not feasible with my current schedule. So I don't want to make any false promises that I can't live up to. So with that being said, I'm gonna stick with one video a week right now. Gonna try and do a weekly recap, and then if I can fit another video in throughout the week, or if I see something that's worth making a video on that I've discovered, then I'll um, I'll tune in for two videos a week instead of one. But for now, let's just stick with the weekly recaps. As always, if you want to find more content and more trading content that I post more consistently on, be sure to follow Nux Trades on Twitter. I post daily thoughts, recaps, trading montages that are pretty cool actually, um, all that good stuff. And if you're interested in getting in my Discord where I interact with every single person in there, completely free, nothing to it. Been doing a couple of live streams in there recently, so we've had a good amount of people turn up for that, which has been fun. And we go over the model, go over some trades. If we get a trade while we're in the Discord live voice, we'll take it together, which is pretty cool. But if you want to be a part of that, make sure you check my YouTube bio and or my Twitter bio. It's in both of there. Completely free, like I said. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video so we can keep these going. I like making them for you guys. So if you guys enjoy them, please make sure to let me know. If you have questions, feel free to DM me on Twitter, join the Discord, ask a question, or just comment on this video. But nonetheless, we'll get into it. We'll start off with Monday the 16th. We'll go on and fast forward through London since that's something I don't trade, even though people in the Discord have actually been having a ton of success with that recently in in um, in London hours. But so we get to 8 o'clock right here. We're going to mark out the highs and the lows. So what we're wanting is, so this is obviously a data right here, huge pump. So we won't take a trade until after 9:30. So let's see here. So there's the open right here. So now we're looking for a short entry. Let's see if we end up getting one. And we will just wait. We can probably put this in 3 here. And we will just wait to see if we get an entry here. Okay. So this is looking like a good entry right here. We got this fair value gap right here. And we have a market structure shift coming right here. So that's going to make us give us an A plus entry right here. If we get this set up, let's line up our 5 handle stop and 5 handle take profit. So that's probably safe right there. I'd like to reach for the swing if I can with those 5 handles, but it being above the fair value gap candle enough right there that'll be good for me. And then take profit at the other 5 handles, and we'll just watch to see if we get a fill here. And there's the fill. And let's see. A little bit of a long trade. This is one that I actually took. I remember this trade. Long here. Keep it going. We'll space it out. And there's the win for 5 handles right there. So let me go on and put it back here. So if you trade like I do with the 5 handle take profits, 5 handle stop loss, would have been a win for you. So we'll go 1 for 1 right there on that one. So A plus entry. So we'll go 1 for 1 right there. And then, so now that we have a new session starting here in a second, we'll go on and mark out the second half of the day, the New York PM session with a black line right there. And we'll mark out the high and the low here between 8 and 8 and new, or 8 and 1 right there. So got new high right here and new low coming in. So we can get rid of this high. As you can see, we rated the previous session high right here, and then we're just waiting for a short after New York Open, which comes, like I said, all the way up here. So now we can mark out the low, and then we can put this in a little bit quicker here just to wait until we raid one of one of them. I'm not sure if we do, and it's looking like we don't. Okay, so there's the end of the session right there. So Monday, we got 1 for 1 right there. And we'll go on and fast forward until the next 8 a.m. So here's London, and like I said, we're not going to go through London, but that's something you can do on your own if you do see fit, and that's something you trade. Maybe you live in the UK or you work a job that inhibits you to trade overnight. So we're going to go on and mark out the highs and lows again. High here, low is right here. And I don't have the data times in front of me, so I'll just play that by what looks like data candles. Okay, so there's a low rate. So now we have a looking for some sort of long around here. Here's the 930 open right there. So we'll just wait to see if we get a long entry. And this is a long entry right here, but you're probably going to guess that it's not going to come back down and fill us. So I'm not going to line that up because I don't believe that it does ever come back down, at least from what I would take. Okay, so there's our high rate right here. So now we can look to enter short off of a short entry if that does come before 1 o'clock here. But let's see. Okay, and I don't believe that it does. So actually, this is an entry right here. That is a less risk entry right there, or risk less entry as we call it in the Discord. So less risk entry because we have no market structure shift. Actually, we do. Never mind. This is an A plus entry because we have. Let's see if we can find. Well, it depends how you play it. I mean, if you consider previous equal lows as swings, then we could have a market structure shift right here. But nonetheless, this is one that I do take. I do take these less risk entries and A plus entries. So this is an entry that I would take if it does come back up and fill this gap. I don't believe that it does. So we'll leave it like this for now and see if we get the fill. And no, we never get the fill there. So that's unfortunate. Misses our fill by one tick right there, which uh, does kind of suck, but it is what it is. We don't force anything in the market. We just let it come to us, and that's one that um, we'll just eat a no trade for. So I'll line up the next one. Let's see here. So we got the high right here, and we have the low here, and we'll see what happens. I'll speed it up to 10 until we get a raid of a sort, and nothing. All right. So there's the second day. There's Tuesday. We get nothing on Tuesday, and then we'll fast forward all the way to the next day. But through October, model has been looking very, very good. No complaints on profit or anything. We're having great success there. Win rate's been beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna go on and mark out the next day. So we have high here, low here, and we'll wait for the raid to come of one or the other. Okay, perfect. So raid comes here, not taking anything before 9:30 open. So 9:30 open is gonna come right here. Okay, perfect. So there's our 9:30, and we raid that low again, which is perfect. So now we're waiting. And this is a play that we actually got caught in. I did. This is a valid entry for us. This is one of our A plus entries because we close above this high right here. And this is going to be a 5 handle loss for us. And I'll line that up for you so you can see how I traded this. So 5 handles below that low. And my fill came at the bottom of this gap. And I've been talking with the Discord recently about this play specifically. A lot of times when we get these random pump candles like this, because there was no data at 10:15, we just got a really random pump here, and a lot of times when we get these random huge pump candles that look like they have a ton of volume rolling into them, we end up knifing right back through them, and it gives us a loss. So that's something we've been talking about recently and trying to look back into our losses and see how many plays occur like this and look like this. So this was a loss for us. We did eat that, so I mean it happens. So we go 0 for 1 in this session, and let's see if we get anything in the afternoon session here. I will fast forward till then. Perfect. Excuse me. And let's wait. Okay. So here's the low right here. And again, I'm going to count. Again, we count it as the low in the previous session if it happens on the line. So this is not a play that you take because we need to raid this again. And let's see if that happens. And that does happen. But it's not looking like we're going to get an entry here at the end of the day. Nope. No entry at the end of the day there. So 0 for 1 on Wednesday, which leaves us at 1 for 1 on the week, or 1 for 2 on the week. 0 for 1 here. And now we'll fast forward till Thursday. My apologies for the cough. Put our line on midnight open there. And here's our 8 o'clock open. Okay, perfect. Now we can get us our high, which happens here. Low happens here, and then we will wait for a raid. There's our raid, and we're waiting until 9:30 open to take a trade. So here's one that you could have got away with taking pre-market. You could have taken the 920 fair value gap, but that's not something that I like to mess around with because this 930 candle can pump anywhere and do practically whatever it wants. So I try to stay clear of that. But here's an entry that we could take. A fair value gap at 1025. That would be our A plus entry. We have a huge market structure shift, huge down candle right here. So we're going to line this up and follow this according to my rules. Short position. So there's that, and we would get the fill. Actually, this is one that, okay, so using my rules, I would not have gotten filled on this because that fair value gap is just too large for me to be able to take a five handle stop loss. So this does win if you follow a different set of rules and maybe go for 1-to-1 as opposed to the five handle stop loss and five handle take profit. So this would be another trade that I just don't trade, which is fine, but it does end up winning for those who do take the 1-to-1 there. But we'll go to the afternoon session here. And I believe this is when Powell was speaking, so we'll fast forward into the afternoon. So now we're going to need to see rate of the high or rate of the low again, which were both put in by Powell speaking. So we'll wait, and there's our low rate, happens here. So now I'll put it in 3x to see if we get an entry, and it does not come. Okay, so now we'll fast forward till Friday. Mark out our overnight open, midnight open, and then we'll mark out our 8 o'clock New York AM session there. Give us our highs and our lows. Okay. All right, so there's a low rate again after the open, which I like. And now we will wait to see if we get a long setup, which I can put in 3x here. And this one I actually have recorded and posted on my Twitter account if you want to see like a montage of this trade and watch me annotate it as I go live. Could be helpful for you guys. But this is an A plus entry for us because we have a market structure shift here, close above the previous swing high right there, and measure out our 1-to-1 here. Gotta have below 5 handles below here. And this one was actually really cool because we were able to get literally I think it was one tick away from our stop loss, which is awesome because we always, or it always happens, I feel like, where you get one tick away from your take profit and then it reverses and hits your stop loss. But this is one of the fewer trades where I've had it get one tick from my stop loss and then reverse and hit my take profit, which is really cool. Very cool to see and be a part of the trade. So we'll play it out and look at how close that is. That's just that's the type of stuff that excites you when you trade right there. Like you're trading and you think it's chopped up and you're like, man, a loss here, and then and then all of a sudden just a huge rally and a win, which is awesome. So we have that trade, and I think that was the last trade for the week right there. But I'll go on and finish up the week and mark it all out for you guys. So this is one for one right there. But let's see. So I mean, we can visually see the low here and the high all the way up there. So we'll see if we end up taking either one of these. And we do take it right here, but it's not looking like we're gonna get a long setup here in the last couple of minutes. Yep. And there's the market close. All right. So for the week, if you trade my five handle stop loss five handle take a profit 1-to-1 every time, you would have went 2 for 3, which is around 66% accuracy, which is awesome. That's the type of stuff that you really want to see when you're trading. Have a positive win rate week. There's the win rate for the week. If you would have traded a um, different style of the model and not went for the five handle take profit, five handle stop loss every time, then you would have went 3 for 4 this week with 75% win rate, which again is very good. It's right around the average. I mean, around 70 to 80% accuracy. So 66% is right around the lower end of that 70%, and then 75 is midway between the 78% accuracy. So that's the type of trades that you want to expect there, and keep 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 going right there because it'll even out throughout the month. Like I said, we're 78% on the win rate on the month. So the 66%, 2 for 3. This is one of the lower opportunity weeks we've had. So 3 trades is definitely a lower opportunity than we've had recently. Typically, we'll get 5 trades a week and we'll go 4 for 5, or maybe we'll go 3 for 4 using the five five handle stop loss one or five handle stop loss take profit 1-to-1 RR, and we'll go right around that 75-80% number. But good week. Stayed in profit. Was able to secure some profits this week of trading. A couple people in the Discord passed their funded challenges this week, so that's always good to see. A couple of guys in there are really killing it. I mean, they got multiple funded accounts just trading this model. They're trade copying 10 plus funded accounts, which is really cool to see. Yeah, but I mean, if you guys got any questions, feel free to reach out on Twitter, Discord, YouTube comments. I'm pretty active on all that stuff. And let's hope for another good week here. I'll be active on Twitter and in the Discord throughout the week, and I'll be coming back with a recap video at the end of this week. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. At Nux Trades. I appreciate you guys. Have a good week of trading. Peace.